Thank you very much, and thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
This is Connect the Dots, the AI Impact Podcast. I'm Christoph Burkhardt. Welcome to the show.
So I made it here, and I'm very glad I made it here, because I want to talk about this topic that is really important to me, and this is basically the question how innovation comes to different industries. I'm not in one industry, so I'm not in your industry, but I look over all industries and look how the life of people is changing, how the work we do is changing, and how technology influences that life. And I want to start with one question, and this is what actually is the starting point of innovation. What is a good question? So if you look at this caravan that's moving and the next stop, what's the next stop? Well, my question is always, what's the first stop? And my first stop is about questions, and I want to show one example why this is so important. So here is how humans usually solve problems. Now we start with a problem description, which is you want to barbecue in your pool. Right? This is the problem. And now what humans do, the human mind naturally does, is solve the problem step by step. So now the grill can stand on that table, that works, but the cable is in the water. So that's a problem. It's also too short. Now you need a socket to actually connect it, but that socket cannot be in the water, so you use your slippers, and there's your industry. You're part of the problem solution. And now the problem is solved. So what humans naturally do is step by step going towards a solution that kind of works. Right? This is a satisfying solution for the problem. Now what humans do is find the solution, and they're satisfied with the solution. What humans don't do is to ask, do you need to barbecue in the pool? So the first question an innovator has to ask, and every industry has to ask, if we think about what's going to come in this digital new world that we're approaching, and actually the world that's already there, what we need to look at is, are we working on a good question? Or is the starting question of everything we do maybe one that sounds like, how can we barbecue in the pool? Now the first question, therefore, is to define what your question sounds like. So the job is more about identifying a good problem and then to look for solutions. And surprising, in all of the work I do, with many clients we find that the question is a very good one once we find it, and the answer is not digital. The answer can be anything. Anything can serve as a means to solving a problem. We use digital technologies all the time, not because we have asked a good question, but we ask questions like, how can we use this technology? Instead of asking, is this a good starting point as a question? What is actually the problem this technology tries to solve? The smartphone will go away. Do you think the smartphone is a good device? Do you think that's a solution to the problem? What's the problem? We didn't have any problems before the smartphones arrived. Now we have all kinds of problems. So why is that technology here? Well, because we have it now. There is a case, and someone thought this is a good case, but of course it will disappear. It serves a need right now, and most of these needs have to do with us being more social. So this is a need that will not go away. We will remain social. Humans will not change, but the technologies we use to serve our needs will change. If your organization works on a need, you're safe. If you're working on a technology, you're not. That's the problem of digitalization. That's the problem of the next stop. It goes a little faster. Every year, we speed up the process. The selfie stick will be replaced faster. The selfie drone will be replaced much faster than the selfie stick. And every new technology is more complex, but will be replaced faster. The need will stay, the technologies will go. You will find machines adapting to humans everywhere. And the interesting thing is, if you look at the last 30 years, you will find a similar process in everything we did. Because we also turned humans into robots. By standardizing, by normalizing, and by making everything fit a certain norm, we basically made it possible that everything can be automated that we do today. So the real danger of artificial intelligence is not that they take over the world. The real danger is that we prepared a world in which we function as a really bad product, as a bad version of an AI. So what we've done is we've built, after the industrialization, we've built systems in every industry that rely on us working like robots. We start at the same time, we coordinate action. The more standardization you can bring into the system, the more efficient it is. The more standards you have that people conform to, the easier it is to automate, until we automate ourselves out of business. And we celebrate this. We think this is a great thing. We turned ourselves into robots, so now we can be replaced by robots. So what are you going to do with all that time? What are you going to do? Well, there are a lot of jobs that robots can't do, and they won't do them. For a long time, they won't be able to find innovation. They won't be able to find a good question. They won't be able to define the case, because all of these depend on us being human and having a human experience. Why do people wear clothes? What are the needs behind dressing in a certain way? What kinds of purpose does the technology you basically wear, what kind of needs, what kind of purpose do they solve? What problems do they solve? What purpose do they serve? What are clothes good for? The more standardized, the more normalized the systems are we use to produce what we think is the need we serve, the easier it will be for machines to take over. So the interesting concept here is not to say we have humans that get replaced by an AI over time, but no, we need the humans to train the AI to understand the experience part of styling yourself, because the AI does not know why humans need to look good. The AI doesn't even know what looking good means. Have you ever seen an AI dressed well? No, because they don't dress. They don't have the experience, the social functionality of clothes. So there is a lot that's very specific to us in the area you're in. And these are the points that we need to find. If we identify the needs that only humans can innovate in, then we found the business model that can't be replaced by these smart machines. But we will have smart machines in AI all over the place. We will have digital technologies all over our workspace. What we need to do is only the things that these machines cannot do, and there will be not much. And we've kind of forgotten what that is. And so we need to go back to look at what it is. We will always evaluate everything, because this is important for our survival, that we judge things. But judging other people, judging new ideas, judging technologies, it's much harder than we think. We're really bad at judgment. That's why we need to give a chance for ideas more often than we feel like. So in that case, don't trust your intuition, trust the other person. And to do that, we need to start trusting ourselves. We need to trust in our capabilities as human beings. We need to trust in these 7 or more strategies. We need to trust that being a human being is just the right thing at the right time. We do not need to become more robots. We need to become more human. So to sum it up, this is my message for today. Don't be a robot. Be that human being. Good luck with that. Thank you.